Hey guys, Krista here, aka Behemanisa. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I didn't feel right just popping on here without addressing the elephant in the world, the worm that is the world, and that is racism. And me being a black woman, me being a Caribbean woman, I've lived in the US for about 16 years. Growing up, I didn't more so face a lot of racism. I didn't even really think it existed, but when I actually moved to the US, I actually experienced it several times, more so microaggressions in the workplace, um, also, outside the workplace, in college, um, and I definitely understand the plight of an African American or being an African American. Do I fully understand it? Maybe, maybe not. But racism is real, and I feel like in the past couple of weeks, especially with the passing of George Floyd, rest in peace George Floyd, and then just learning about the different people that have faced police brutality and all these different things, and realizing that it could be me, it could be my brother, it could be my dad, it could be my friends that face you know that may potentially get into these situations based on the color of our skin. And I couldn't really speak on it the way I was feeling, because I was feeling a lot of rage, and then I was feeling a lot of sadness. Like I would cry and cry, and when I would try to form the words, I would cry some more. Even now, it's still a little emotional, because it's just so unfair. Because even if you are the most well-meaning person, you shouldn't, or the least well-meaning person, you shouldn't be judged by the color of your skin. And you shouldn't. And it just, I just wish. I think there's three things I wish that I want to see happening, because I feel like there's a shift happening with the world just finally looking and addressing racism, especially in the black influencer world, or black creative world rather, holding brands accountable, all these different things, and making sure people are on the right side. And I'm not saying all lives don't matter. I mean, obviously all lives matter, but I feel like black people are under a microscope right now, and have been for years, since the emancipation of slavery and all these different things. So it's just right now that the black community needs help and assistance. So I think three things that I would like you guys to take away from this is: one, register to vote. Because you can vote for your mayor, you can vote for your DA, you can vote for, a whole long list of elected officials, for your state and in your community and in your county and wherever it is you may live in the United States. Secondly, research and read. Do your due diligence. A movie I had watched like a few days ago was Just Mercy, and it was about a black lawyer that worked on death row for some inmates that were wrongfully accused, or just given death row as more so that the charges were like racially charged and all these different things. So I'll put the links in the description box below. And the third thing is to have the conversations, even if you're uncomfortable as a white person or a black person. Continue to talk about it. Continue to push the narrative, because honestly, I think it's very important to do that. If we continue the conversations, we continue to face the uncomfortable reality that this is actually happening to people, that maybe we can start to be the change we want to see. Maybe we can start to make the changes. And so far, I feel like there's been a shift. I feel like, there's been, with the spotlight being on black lives and police brutality and all these different things, I feel like there is a shift. It's an uncomfortable shift for both black and other people. So it's just, this conversation needs to be had. So I'm hoping that me speaking on this may open your eyes. Maybe it'll make you upset. I'm sorry if it does. I don't mind if you unsubscribe, but I could not come on here and do a little fun, haul without addressing something that was integral to my being a black woman, because, I think no one should be judged by the color of their skin, and that's what it is. That's where I stand, and I believe Black lives do matter. I believe that, systemic racism and oppression exist, and that the system does need to change. And if you guys look in the description box below, I'll provide some links as to where you can help address the elephant in the room that is racism, whether you're black, white, whatever the case may be. Yeah, so check out the description box below. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, but that's how I feel about that.